Can we even pretend that most of you watched Caitlin Clark carry the WNBA on her back this season after she made some shocking news that likely rocked the league? Now that she's officially had enough, yes, she's leaving for good. And tell me honestly, can you blame her?
Struggled with physical defense she's faced at the professional level and voiced frustration with the league's officiating, recently telling reporters, quote, "I feel like I'm getting hammered and everybody is physical with me. And opponents get away with things that other people don't get away with." That's what Caitlin Clark said.
She basically made her jersey a bestseller, broke attendance records, took a dead team to the playoffs after 10 years of insignificance, and this league didn't deserve her in the first place. But what did she get in return? A cheap eye poke shoulder hit 6-point technical fouls, unfounded accusations of racism, and a reputation as a rude player.
What I am upset about is like, hey man, your meal ticket is under constant attack. There's been dirty plays all season.
Do you know what truly broke her? What drove her to reveal this shocking information now? And what did she say that made it obvious she was done with everything? If that's the kind of gratitude you receive for making the league truly watchable, I would also leave. Let me give you all the details.
Those guys, they're the racists when really y'all are the racists. The people coming up with excuses to hate Caitlin Clark and the new fan base that she brought.
Well, that was obvious from a mile away. The heartbreak reached its climax when the Indiana Fever were eliminated from the playoffs in a heartbreaking defeat to the Connecticut Sun, although Caitlin Clark's anguish had been growing for weeks.
She's just not built for the physicality of this league. Yeah, and she's not quick enough to get away from the physicality.
With a score of 87-81, Clark was playing as if her life depended on it, scoring 29 points, dishing out 10 assists, and pulling down 7 rebounds. She was essentially attempting to lead her team to victory on her own, but her teammates chose to take a nap instead. As she was playing like a one-woman army, her squad was stumbling around, missing shots, and making rookie mistakes.
She's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league, and she's a rookie.
Tell me honestly, don't you agree with Gino when he said that Tammy Fagbenel's performance was practically a horror show? She fumbled so badly, making boneheaded mistakes like a shot clock violation at the worst possible moment when the Fever desperately needed to build momentum. In addition to standing around looking lost, she was going 0 for 3, handing the ball back to the Sun like it was a Samhain.
Yeah, but she needs to be on a better team.
But wait, because Victoria Vivian was no better. She was a seasoned player who should have thrived under pressure, but instead she chose to disappear. She only scored 6 points on 2 of 10 shots, and even though she was supposed to be one of Indiana's top scorers, she was actually clanking wide open looks that even I could have hit. Next, we have Kelsey Mitchell, the dependable scorer, who chose the worst time to go missing, scoring 9 points on 3 of 12 shots. She appeared completely out of it, hesitating, passing up shots, and when she did shoot air balls, it was as if she had stage fright.
Caitlin Clark was assaulted yesterday in her very first playoff game in the WNBA.
It hurt to watch everything fall apart while Clark was playing her heart out. Every time she made a clutch 3 or executed a crazy play, her teammates would simply trip over their own feet, pass the ball back to Clark, and give her that helpless expression like, "Oops, my bad." Her body language was telling you that every missed shot and turnover was like a punch to the gut. It's not like she didn't show up. She played 40 minutes of non-stop, high-intensity, all-out basketball, and it wasn't enough.
It's important that we point this out. One of the things that I brought up this morning in talking about Caitlin Clark is that some of the players, you want to use the word jealousy, fine. You want to use the word envy, fine.
When the final buzzer sounded and Clark was standing there with her shoulders slumped and her eyes fixed on the scoreboard, it was clear that this wasn't just a defeat, but also a wake-up call that no matter how hard she worked or how many plays or shots she made, it wouldn't be enough without a team that could truly support her. It wasn't just the end of a playoff run. It was the end of her patience.
If Caitlin Clark is the quote-unquote savior, if she's the golden girl, milk it.
Reality is knocking on the door of the porta potty. The truth is finally coming to the light. The same light that is going to be dimming here in about 12 hours when Caitlin Clark is eliminated from the playoffs.
When Caitlin Clark dropped the bombshell that she was not just leaving the league, but traveling to Europe, the entire WNBA practically fell out of its chair. That's right, the most amazing rookie the league has ever seen is packing her bags and saying, "I'm out." After all the pressure, cheap shots, and constant nonsense she's had to endure, Clark decided she needed to hit the reset button. This announcement came just days after the Indiana Fever's heartbreaking playoff exit against the Connecticut Sun, and honestly, it wasn't surprising given that she was leading her team to relevance while receiving zero support.
There were regular season games this season where Caitlin Clark drew more than 1.8 million viewers. However, I hope Kat Engelbert is ready for disappointment because there's a hell of a lot more of it on the way.
She announced that she would be moving abroad for the upcoming season during a somber press conference on September 29, 2024. You could see she was mentally and emotionally exhausted because she didn't sugarcoat it. She criticized the league for its poor officiating, lack of protection from dirty plays, and the constant criticism she received both on and off the court. It was as though she was laying everything out there, saying, "Yeah, I'm leaving because you guys made this place unbearable."
Let's put this in its proper perspective. When I think about Caitlin Clark, the operative word that comes to my mind is gratitude.
However, everyone must now realize that this is a financial and public relations catastrophe for the entire league, not just a loss for Indiana. Clark's debut wasn't simply a rookie season, it was a complete sensation, and as soon as she took the court in May, attendance and ticket sales skyrocketed.
Indiana Fever, all right, with Caitlin Clark, led the league in attendance both home and on the road. Fever averaged 17,000.
Sales skyrocketed by an absurd 60%, and every arena she performed in was packed during her rookie season. Clark alone attracted over 500,000 fans to watch her play. One rookie attracted 500,000. Let that sink in. She wasn't just a player. She was the main draw and the driving force behind the league's unexpected surge in popularity.
The most dominant team in the league, they can't draw 500,000 viewers for a playoff game. Atlanta Dreamers and the New York Liberals. Again, the Liberals. They supposedly have stars. Remember when ESPN claimed that the Liberals had the new Big Three? Dreamers, Liberals. 410,000 viewers. The other game was the Phoenix Masculines and the Minnesota Lynx.
It goes beyond seats and bums. Clark was a merchandiser and moneymaker. Sal's, who had been out of commission for years, saw a sharp increase in sales as soon as her jersey was put on the market. By August 2024, it had surpassed even legendary players like Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi as the best-selling jersey in league history. Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the home court of Indiana, went from being a ghost town to the most sought-after ticket in town, with customers paying $200 for courtside tickets alone. In addition to creating history, Clark was also generating revenue for the WNBA.